the last show here at 190 Brookwood. Bryce, after what we've seen right after intermission, I gotta believe there are some stern words in your mouth ready to come.
I'm going to be honest, Mr. Steele, my mouth is a little bit locked up because of them slaps. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Bryce, that looked awfully sweet too. That was to Cody Hawk's training. That was a beautiful textbook choke slam, my friend. Beautiful job.
Thank you. But enough about me. Let's talk about the FTW Tag Team Championship. Going into this match, the three teams of Alpha Sigma Sigma, Monster Island, and Shield Wall seem to have forgotten that back at Maximum Mayhem, when Shield Wall won themselves this competitive, that it was announced that this was going to be a fatal four-way.
Correct, Bryce.
And the past 2 weeks since, these three teams have been so focused on each other that they didn't even consider who the final team of this match was going to be. And you can't have
and the crowd absolutely showing their appreciation as all of the members of the Bosom Buddy Connection came out. Coach T, we have Johnny Cisco, who has been laid up with an injury, which I'm not entirely sure who caused that injury though.
Big Jake back at but right now, Fenrir Ragnarok taking one half of the tag champions, KC Jacobs, task, but KC slipping out the back, up and over. Brent Oakley tagged himself in.
Flipping Fenrir into that corner, but you see Fenrir getting a little confused as Brent Oakley takes advantage with that big booty.
That will be big booty Brent coming into effect here.
Heard the stiff shot there with a brutal chop.
And there's a brutal spine buster to match.
Absolutely, Bryce, and it looks like this is going to be... You see Brent Oakley tagging in one of the Alpha Buddies, Gigi Jacobs there, who has also got his debut here in this very arena.
Yep, and MVP both. They were trainees of the Hardcore Wrestling Academy.
Yes, they were, but Bryce, very violently different debuts, as we know that Gigi Jacobs was called out by Jack Vaughn and was almost immediately destroyed.
I'm sorry to interrupt the story, but I think I just witnessed, I think I wasn't supposed to see that.
No, you were not supposed to see that, Bryce. That is definitely an infraction of the HR guidelines here at FGW, but getting past that, we see Gigi with a deep leg hook with that cover, but only good for a 2 there, Bryce.
Absolutely. Gigi getting back up to his feet. So is Fenrir. Fenrir back in the hole loose. Up and down on the chest. Oh, and chop across the head there, Gigi.
See, Gigi is absolutely feeling that effects as he had to be picked up by Fenrir, now bringing in the Shield maiden herself, Harley Fairfax.
Fairfax. That is not how he was going to get it.
I don't think anybody wants to be brought in that way, but the Shield maiden with a spinebuster of her own getting blind tagged out by Benjamin Chimera, the leader of Monster Island.
Yeah, it is tags all applied. 2 people in the ring. That's one of the things with this type of 4 corners match. You gotta be spatially aware of where you're at.
You are correct there, Bryce. And unfortunately, the Shield maiden found herself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now Monster Island, as Benjamin Chimera tags in Cal Killinger. Looks like they're taking the advantage here on Gigi Jacobs from the Bosom Buddy Connection.
Indeed. Monster Island have been a fearsome twosome ever since they first formed. Of course, Cal Killinger earlier this year, now former Shockwave champion, thanks to the assistance of Chimera had quite the reign with that title. Will they be adding gold to their ranks tonight?
Excellent question, Bryce, because as we all remember, Cal Killinger is actually a Cody Hawk graduate as well. So again, a lot of great talent coming out of this school that's sitting here in this ring, because even Fenrir and as well as MVP and Gigi were all three part of Cody Hawk's training.
That's also quite interesting with Fenrir and Killinger and Cisco, who's on the outside. The three of them were a part of the same graduating class, and it was Killinger who was sidelined with an injury while the others all debuted. But not long after, Killinger came out seemingly to the aid of the rest of his graduates against Chimera, only to side with Chimera, and ever since Monster Island's been here. But Alpha Sigma Sigma, they've been at FGW for a year, and they've been a tour de force, but right now, Chimera taking Brent Oakley out.
And that Fenrir's bite, that brutal flying headbutt. As MVP picks up Fenrir, it looks like he's getting ready for a fallaway slam.
That it is.
Oh, and you see Fenrir just taking the brunt of all of that. Cal Killinger in with a boot of his own as Gigi responds to that with the double underhook DDT. Shades of Cactus Jack there as Gigi looks to try and find his way up, but he finds himself face to face with the Shield Maiden herself. She ripcords him out with a brutal clothesline of her own. Keep chilling, Jacobs.
I do want to say, just as a quick aside, that fall-away slam, rest in peace, our condolences, a long-lost friend, Cedric Blackhawk, one of the former FGW originals, unfortunately no longer with us, but a rival of MVP's. Anytime you see Pete do that move, it's always a tribute to him.
Absolutely, Bryce. And that right there speaks to the sportsmanship of MVP there. That even though they had a rivalry, he still shows respect for the amount of fight that man brought to MVP. And you see Alpha Sigma here setting up for something wild. And we gotta believe that our old friend Ced would have absolutely loved this, as they're going up for a superplex, and they take down all 6 of the other team members, Bryce.
Never have I ever in my wrestling career seen someone superplex their teammate off the top rope as a projectile into the ringside area on everyone else.
And Bryce, I have never seen something like that myself, but you know what? Here at Curtain Call, the final show at 190 North Brookwood, you gotta pull something out. And you see even Cisco now trying to get in on the action, as he himself has been sidelined for, I can't remember how long exactly, Bryce, but I know he's been sidelined for at least 6 months.
Not quite that long, but still been quite a while. Right now, inside the ring, MVP, the Shield Maiden, slugging away at one another.
And Bryce, I got to tell you, I have experienced those strikes from Harley Fairfax herself, and that is not something that you want to be part of.
But you don't want to be a part of the Bosom Buddies duo offense right there.
Absolutely not, because even the Shield Maiden, as tough as she is, you can absolutely see that she is feeling the side effects from that.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Killinger getting blasted away by KC Jacobs. He hit Brent Oakley with the Urban Legend Championship. Oh, but catches KC with it as well.
Yes, he did, Bryce, but you got to remember, there is no DQ here, which means everything that we're seeing, including using your own tag partner as a projectile, is legal. All of this is legal.
Oh, he's getting one of the front row seats.
Looks like he's getting more than just one there, Bryce. I see 2.
They're piling on. They're getting all piled on top of Alpha Sigma Sigma there.
Hey, when the tag champs are this dominant, you got to do everything you can to try and stop them. As Cal looks like he's trying to celebrate early, but could he be using it as a weapon?
Yeah, he can, but the Bosom Buddies duck.
Cal with a stiff right hand to Gigi and another for MVP, but MVP firing back as they're starting to trade off, Bryce.
That they are. MVP's wobbling. He's picked up by Killinger.
Spin out to a backbreaker, Bryce, and that right there, I don't know how MVP's going to come back from that.
I'm not sure either, but Gigi Jacobs, it's time to get you fill your medicine.
Yes, it is, Bryce. And no, Cal gets dumped over the top by Gigi as he low bridges him there.
Fenrir being helped to the back.
Yes, he is.
One person taken out. Alpha Sigma Sigma all currently down. Still on the outside underneath the chairs. Killinger picked up by Pete.
Oh no! Right onto the stage yet again as MVP and Gigi Jacobs bring Cal Killinger crashing down.
I know everybody says the apron's the hardest part of the ring, but inside the FGW arena, I think it's fair to say it's the rampway.
Absolutely, Bryce, because you got to remember that rampway is not technically part of the ring, and even though the apron, yes, might be the hardest part of the ring, that ramp is infinitely harder.
Bosom buddies trying to outpower Chimera, but double low blows.
Absolutely deplorable actions there by Chimera as he simply just doesn't want to win this match in a fair and square fashion.
Well, it's, again, when there's no rules, you can do what you want. And Chimera, as we've seen time and time again, is an unscrupulous man who will stoop to any and all levels. As we saw back at Maximum Mayhem when he went and hit Nicole.
But Bryce, not to interrupt you, but you see a dueling of the...
Oh no, Coach T!
With a chair shot to Coach T as Cisco comes in and a chair shot of his own. Oh, and Gigi, a third one. Chimera with that chair just, Bryce, this is disgusting behavior by Ben Chimera. I mean, I understand everything's legal, but Bryce, for the love of God, man, this is curtain call. This man should be trying to win in a very sportsmanlike fashion.
He should be having some decorum here. And not only, no, he's about to hit Pete with a chair that he almost knocked out his wife with.
And you noticed he did, right to the skull of MVP. With the chair that he even wrote, I heart Nicole. Bryce, the just
if there's one man who lives up to his catchphrase, it's Benjamin Chimera. When he says you should be a monster, he lives it.
Yes, he does, and you see him, he's sizing Pete up, but he's taking his time, Bryce. Why would he, is he trying, because we know Nicole is here, is he trying to taunt Nicole with this?
I mean, what he should be doing is he should be going for the pin.
Or a submission, because, but look, there's our First Lady of Commentary, Nicole Delisle.
Say her name and she shall appear.
Here she goes, and a chair to the back of Benjamin Chimera. Nicole Delisle, and she wraps it around the skull of Benjamin Chimera. Bryce T, you gotta believe the revenge here is ultra sweet as she smacks the I Heart Nicole.
Revenge is best served with solid cold steel.
Yes, it is, Bryce, and here tonight you saw MVP with the big stinger splash and the sidewalk slam as Nicole Delisle taunts him, standing over top of her man. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce T, we have new tag team champions. This is the Bosom Buddy Connection.
We do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and the new
Bryce,
FGW
into this match
Tag
as both MVP
Team
and Nicole are
Champions.
married in this building. MVP,
Bosom
best friend,
Buddy.
their very first tag team together, the Bosom Buddies. Ladies and gentlemen, my broadcast colleague, Bryce T. Speechless here as we watch two of our good friends finally ascend to the top of the mountain alongside our First Lady of